Ready?
Yeah.
So it's Sunday, August 28th. We're waking up here in Junction City, Kansas. A little bit cooler than it has been on some other mornings, a little bit of wind blowing. It's just a couple minutes after 7. We're gonna stop at a truck stop right up here, fill up, and we got 298 miles to get to the Colorado border. So a lot of straight riding. $142.5 miles on that stretch. So fuel stop here in Hays, Kansas, covered right around 140 miles of that stretch. You might be able to hear it, or at least see the camera moving around. Windy as can be. We're heading into a headwind for a lot of it. I think I got about 33 miles to the gallon that stretch. So I think that leaves us with about 159 miles left to get to the Colorado border. So we're around 200 miles into today. It's about an hour on that last stretch since we stopped for fuel, but the temperature warmed up quite a bit. It's up to almost 80 right now, and we'd each put a layer on this morning since it was a little bit cooler and windier. Still riding into a headwind, but you know, it's warmed up, so we want to peel that layer off, go ahead and open up some vents, and now we're back on the road. We probably got, it's not even quite an hour and a half, it's probably like 75 minutes or so to get to the Colorado border. Probably have to stop for fuel once before we get there, but nothing to really complain about today. We've been knocking out some miles though, just because we're on I-70, and it's obviously very straight and pretty much flat. So since that last stop, it's climbed about another 10 degrees. We're up to 95 degrees and climbing. It's getting warm out, but I was just talking to my sister. We're basically at the halfway point mileage-wise for the day. We're planning on ending up in Boulder, Colorado. Might be a little past halfway, honestly. So we got a stop coming up here in about 30 miles for her to get some fuel. I think I'll probably top off at that point too. And that'll leave us about 15 miles from the Colorado border. And at that point, probably about 3 hours left to ride, somewhere around there. We just stopped here, went and booked the hotel. It's going to be an early day off the bikes, even though we're still going to be covering basically 500 miles, but we've covered almost 300 so far. We got about 217 left to go. We're about ready to gain an hour, so we ought to get in town 2 o'clock roughly. Ready? We obviously made it to Colorado. Now we gotta figure out how to get back out on the interstate. I'm just gonna sit here for a second.
Okay.
And they're all doing 70 right after this white one, Alex.
Okay.
All right, cool. He's moving.
Ooh, blew the sweat off at me at least. bunch of parachutes over there to our right.
They're all getting pretty close to the ground there, about ready to land. There's another one still up there. So the last fuel stop, probably about an hour and 15 minutes or so left to go. This is one of the strangest fuel stops of all time. I'm sure I can give the entire story on the podcast. Was that guy again? Yeah, there he is. That guy that just went by us. He wanted to fight me when we got to the gas station. He was in there buying something. I know it's because I talked to the store owner. He walked out and anyway, he walked out and said hi. I said hi back. He said, I think you guys have been following us for a while. Well, yeah, we're on I-70 going to a major city. But I just said, yeah, I guess we have. I didn't really recognize his car. Though obviously I've recognized dozens of them. And he was like, then he wanted to fight. So I was talking to the store owner and he was like, that crazy guy talked to you? I said, yeah. He was like, yeah, he's getting ready to buy some Cheez-Its and he saw you guys pull in. He was like, who are those people? And then ran outside, didn't get anything. So I guess he was going back to get his Cheez-Its. I have no idea. What a weirdo. But anyway, we're about 425 in and exactly 80 left to go. So I just got off the phone with my sister and pulled over here. We're only like 15 minutes out from where we're headed today. She's got a problem with her shifter on her Ducati. She was able to she was behind me on the interstate when we were stuck in bumper to bumper traffic that you might have seen right before this clip. And there wasn't any room for me to pull over. So anyway, she got it rigged back up for right now. I think she's going to be able to make it here okay. And then we're going to have to figure out how I can permanently rig it so we won't have any more problems on this trip. So stay tuned.
Alright, so I just had a little breakdown here along 270. We were in there's an accident, so we were backed up, and the bolt on my shifter just like broke off. So I had to pull off and get the broken piece out and screw what was left of that bolt back in and get ready to get off and exit up here, just babying the hell out of this. So I can get to Mario. He's over here at a Target off of Church Street, so hopefully I make it there. We can figure out what to do just so it's a little more secure. Not fun, but I had a pretty good wide area to work on it, and a few people stopped to help me. Not that they could do much, but it was nice of them. Like so close to Boulder too, like almost made it.
Well, she made it, and then we'll see what the damage is. Let's see how much metal you got left in there, that bolt.
Put the washer back on.
Oh, I think we can make that work. Let's get some Loctite the shit out of it. Well, that's the amount you lost?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So fortunately it's back together. I don't know how long this fix is gonna last. I Loctited the shit out of like the 2.5 threads that are left on it, and we didn't put the washer back in, so there's a little bit of free play, but that allowed us to get some more threads in. We're gonna make a call, see if we can get one of those bolts ordered. The thing about it is it's got a big shoulder on it, and you can't just get a bolt to fit in there, so we'll see what we can do. We're back on the road. We're sort of on the way to the hotel, taking a little bit of a detour. We're going to swing by Home Depot. I'm going to see if I can't rig something up as a semi-permanent fix for that pivot bolt for the shift linkage. I'm all kind of at the mercy of what will Home Depot have in stock, because it's a Sunday and I'm not going to find a good hardware store, and obviously most motorcycle shops are closed today and tomorrow, but I think we can find something to make it work. Well, it held for a mile and a half.
Huh?
I said it held for a mile and a half.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys my fix down here. Basically, I just got the bolt, like I said. We got some washers stacked in there. It's got a little bit of free play in it, as you can see, but it shifts okay. So we know it'll make it. Obviously, we'd like the real fastener there for it, but let's make it in the meantime. Love when you park right outside your room to unload. So we came to Twisted Pine Brewery, met up with one of my coworkers, and I don't know, Alex, are you an aspiring YouTuber? Is that what you want to do next? All right, so this is my new friend Alex. Alex, tell everyone what languages you speak.
I speak Chinese and English.
And how old are you?
9.
Were you born in China?
No.
Well, how do you speak Chinese?
Because I go to a special school.
What do you mean a special school?
Denver language school.
All right, gotcha. So, you've been watching my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Are you going to watch this series?
Yeah.
I promise I'll send you a link when this video comes out. Deal?
Okay. Deal.
What are we going to do next?
I don't know.
We're going to throw your mom on the 1290.
Oh, yeah. And then we're going to throw her off.
All right, so we're back in the hotel room, made it into Boulder tonight, not without incident,
No.
but we got the bike back together. We'll look for a permanent part, like I said earlier. How did it shift? You were shifting in flip-flops.
It was fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
we had to go less than a mile. I do not, encourage people to ride without helmets and without proper riding gear, but I don't know, we hit like 30 miles.
And we took selfies.
Yeah. I mean, listen, trained professionals. But anyway, no, it was cool to meet up with Michelle and her son tonight over at Twisted Pines Brewery. Beer was pretty good. Only had 2. Pizza.
1.5. Pizza was good.
Yeah, it was good. Good time. Tomorrow morning. Nice thing is the bikes are like sitting right out here. But we're just a little bit of downtime tonight. It's only 6:30 local time. Tomorrow morning we'll get back up and hit Rocky Mountain National Park. Probably like an hour in. A little bit of dirt road tomorrow.
That's what I got crash bars for.
Yeah. They're really to mount highway pegs, which someone lost.
I got
despite
drunk
the
and lost them.
Yeah, despite the fact I just bought them 4 days before we left. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. We're having a great time riding. I mean, obviously, I had a couple little things here and there. I really, on the podcast, can't wait to talk about the guy that wanted to fight me. Like, that was hilarious. But that's a story for another day. We're going to get a little bit of rest tonight, just hang out around the hotel, and we'll catch you guys in the morning.